Yes. So many people are getting this one today. Just making my cup of tea and then shall get started.
Fake here. Why do Asians always like?
Yes. Lon OJ, what's going on? Yeah, it's gonna quickly make this tea and then start. Ads 1, 2, 3. What's going on? Where you lot viewing from? What area are you from? Put your area and or your postcode. Bristol, okay. Do you know what? So one time, I wanted to find out like the curriculum for electrical apprentices, like their MVQ. So when you're an electrical apprentice, you have to build up an MVQ portfolio. So you're basically showing, I fitted a light switch, I changed the socket, I fitted a fuse box, I clipped this cable to the ceiling, so on and so forth. So yeah, I wanted to find out what the apprentices have to do nowadays, because it's probably varied a little bit from back in my day. Because remember, like man qualified like 11 years ago and that, yeah. So they would have slightly changed a few things, not much, pretty much going to be the same and that. But anyway, so I must have contacted one random black youth. Yeah, just some black youth talking about he's an apprentice. So just I typed in electrical apprentice, his video came up. Watched a couple of his videos, like bam, I'm gonna message him. I'm like, yo, just wanted to know like what the MVQ portfolio consists of. Is there any way you can send me a list? He's like, yo, well, go on, JWise. I watch your videos. I'm like, oh shit. Now what happened was I contacted him using like JWise 2.0 or maybe 3.0. So he only follows the regular JWise TV account. So obviously when I've clicked on his thing, I see he doesn't follow me. I wasn't expecting him to follow me. But obviously I've messaged him and he's like, yo, I watch your videos all the time, you know, big up. I'm like, oh shit, my man knows who man is. But yeah, anyway, he was from Bristol as well. I'm like, oh shit. Do you know what? I think, what's his name? Was it? Nah, it wasn't the 6 foot apprentice or something. Nah. I think he just said that he's 6'3" or something. I can't remember. But anyway, I remember the black dude from Bristol messaged him and he's like, yo, I watch your videos all the time. I'm like, oh shit. Man knows who man is, because obviously he wasn't following that account. So I just assumed he didn't know I was. Right, random question, Jay. Why is it now I'm trying to grind, the girl trying to come at me, but when I want to pull, they're not interested? Yeah, because do you know what? Yeah. So this is a good one. So basically, he's saying he's on the grind now. The gal am I interested, but when he's trying to move to gal, yeah, when he's in the mind frame of pulling gal and that, they're not interested. Bam, girls always want to try and take your attention. Yeah, and it's like one time I saw this. I don't know. It's just like a short video, and it was weird. I wish I had the video to show you. Like. So basically, it's like this little character, yeah, and there's like hordes of people, like a massive crowd of females. And basically, it shows you when the guy, which is the little tiny character, runs towards the women, the women run away. But then when he's running away from the women, the other women that he's not interested in, they're chasing behind him. I wish I had the video to show you, though. But that's just the way it goes, man. When you're not interested in the gal, they're interested in you. When you're interested in them, they're not interested in you. So that's what it is. Right, let me go and get this tea quickly. Got to keep the work surface clean, you know? Right, I'll just let the tea brew for 1 minute, and then get me. The first thing I'm going to start off with is what's the title of the video? It's live stream. Why you prefer the good old days, or something like that. Have you been stabbed? Yeah. One time. I've had in my life. I've had about 5 people, let's say, come at me with knives. The only reason why I got stabbed the last time was because obviously there was 5 of them. So, but before I've had one-on-ones with people and they try to come at me with knives and that, and they're not able to stab me. So, as attackers, you get me? Got me ginger nuts them. Right, starting now, no fucking about. Right, so this Lano J said, J-Wise, I started my level 2. Let me highlight. J-Wise, I started my level 2 plumbing city and guilds evening class last night. Tuesday, college, doing practical, and Wednesday's theory is all online. Grind starts now. Of course, man. Why don't you create a TikTok account and document your journey? Get me, there's other man that, you know, you can inspire. So you can, you know what I'm saying, make a little bit of money from it as well, man. I suggest everybody have like 2-3 TikTok accounts. You don't even need to show your face. Have minimum 2-3 TikTok accounts if you don't want to show your face. Have faceless accounts. Whatever you're into, motorbikes, cars, fucking runway models, I don't know, biscuits, upload videos. If you're into watching, let's say, jail tales, you know, like, yeah, like even, yeah, so you got them podcasts and that where they talk to ex-prisoners and they talk about their jail tales and that. Upload videos from other people's podcasts. Or look how much podcasts there are. Like, yeah, street podcasts, like, you get me? Like RTM, you know, all of them podcasts there. Look how many guests they have on. Look how long their guests are on their shows for. They're not on their show for 30 minutes. They're on their show for 3 hours and that. You know how much clips you can get out of that 3 hours just from that one episode? Think about it. How many episodes does RTM podcast get, or them other podcasts got? You got 1,000 episodes right there, just from all the podcasts and that all together. You should be cutting them up and uploading them. Stop being a consumer and be more of a producer. Right, why you prefer especially the thing with the runway models and that. Yeah, if you're spending 2-3 hours a day looking at chicks on Instagram and that, blood, you might as well fucking be looking at them runway models and that, yeah, them curvy things, and fucking upload videos of them. Then you get your little your thirst out of the way as well. You quench your thirst. Why you prefer good old? Why you? What industry do you work in? I'm an electrician, so yeah, construction. Jay, should I ignore women when grinding? I'm trying to become a GP, so I'm gonna take 7 to 8 years, or should I still link up with girls? And how would you balance it? Fam, just take them as they come. Take them as they come. Man, you don't want to 100% grind, and I mean, you want 100% grind for 6 months or a year, but you don't want to 100% grind and have no social life, no girls for 6 years. Nah, especially if you ain't the sort of guy that's got a lot of experience with girls in the past. Nah, man. You can listen, no one's that busy. You can fit a girl in for 2 hours on a Saturday night or a Thursday evening, yeah? But obviously, it should be 90% grind, 10% women, if that. So I wouldn't even say balance. You know, the word balance means equal, yeah? No, women cannot have your time equally. So there's no balancing, but I understand what you're saying, though. What's your thoughts on electric cars? Do you know what? I went to a tenant's house on, I think, Friday. He's actually an electrician as well. Every now and then I'll come across an electrician. And he's got a Tesla at the moment. I'm like, rah, I've actually met someone with a Tesla. So he's got a Tesla at the moment, and he's saying that he's looking to get a Golf R. So basically, the Golf R has replaced the R32. Press 1 in the chat if you remember the R32 car. It's a Golf, yeah, Volkswagen Golf 3.2 litre, I believe. So it's called R32. So he's got the Tesla at the moment. He's looking to get the Golf R. So I said to him, "Are you going to get rid of the Tesla?" He's like, "No, he's going to have both of them. He's going to have 2 cars in that." So we was talking about the Tesla. So I was like, "Rah, man's actually met a man with a Tesla." Not that I'm putting Tesla on the fucking pedestal. I don't rate Teslas. I would never buy one. What I'm saying is, like, I see them about, but I've never met anyone that's owned one. So anyway, he's like, "Yeah, man, that car there, yeah, like, it's the technology's on point." Yeah. Now, me personally, I remember when I made a video when I went to go and pick up the keys for my 3rd property, which was my 2nd buy-to-let, which was my 2nd flat. There was a guy, one Indian Sikh guy, he must have approached his car and he got his mobile phone and he pressed it against the door and it unlocked the car. I was like, "Rah, yeah, my car don't work like that, man. I have to manually put the key in certain times because the central locking thing wasn't working on the remote." So he's like, "Yeah, look at this." He showed me all the features and that. He said he can open up the boot from the car. He can turn the car on from here. I think he even said, yeah, he can control the car or make the car move its parking space. Some madness like that. I'm like, rah, Tesla on point. Now, I thought Teslas was expensive. I thought the Tesla he's got is the saloon one. The one that you see every single day. Yeah, just a bog standard one. I thought they were like 60, 80 grand. He said, "No, man, you can pick them up for like," I think he said like 45. I think 45, yeah, maybe. And I think that was brand new. Because I wouldn't bother asking him about a second-hand one. What's the point of asking about a second-hand car? But yeah, I think you can get a brand new Tesla for like 45 grand or something like that. So someone in the chat said 45 is new. Right, let me check. Big up man like Winston. Hey Winston, where you from? Like what's your background? Were you Jamaican? That's an old Jamaican man name. But you're a young man still. Oh, you're Jamaican as well? Yeah, okay. Yeah. What else could you be? Yeah. With a name like Winston. Big up man like Incognito. Big up Steve-O. Not that I know you are, but big you up still. Some was it Exants? I don't know. Exhaust Paku? I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I work it. I'm an electrician, so well, electrical tester, but yeah. What's your thoughts on being self-employed electrician, but working solely for yourself, no agency? If you've got the work coming in, do it. If you've got the work coming in, do it. And then listen, if the work dries up, bam, don't work on go work for an agency. Go jump on a construction site. Yeah. You see, the thing is, with being an electrician or a tradesman, plumber, gas engineer, whatever it is, yeah, like the world literally is your oyster and that. Like, you can get fired today and hired in 2 days' time. I say it all the time in my videos. Every other day, I will get some sort of notification, text, email, phone call, something. Some agency will either phone me, text me, send me an email. I'm on a WhatsApp electricians group. Like, there's so much work that comes in that. If you're an electrician, especially if you know how to do like metal work, metal trunking, metal conduit and that, blood, you're never going to be out of a job. You're never going to be out of a job. Being plumber, whatever, never going to be out of a job, man. That's why it's good to have a skill like being an electrician, like mechanic. You're never going to be out of a job being a mechanic. Someone said, hold on. So hold on. Jay can probs rewire electric car. Nah. auto electricians are different to electricians. Like us electricians, obviously, we could, with a little bit of practice and training, yeah, we could get it quite easy because we understand the theory. But we're not going to be able to just get in there and wire a car or wire a motorbike from scratch. No way. Like, you're not going to give me the wiring loom for my motorbike and I'm going to be able to install it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, I understand the principle and that, but I'm not going to know how to wire up a motorbike. So a wiring loom, literally, it looks like it's just like I wouldn't say a bundle of cables and that, but basically it looks like a spinal cord with bare different wires coming out, and that's how I can explain it. I wouldn't know what to do with that. So someone called LTF 3.5 said, remember you beefed 5 Tottenham youths? Yeah. We saying, was you one of them, yeah? Someone did leave a comment. Yeah, big up Winston for the roles. Someone left a comment, said, what's the worst trade? I don't know where. This Joan 14 person said, yeah, what's the worst trade? I couldn't think of anything worse than being a fucking painter, blood. Yeah, especially if you're a painter for the council. What variation of colors are you really gonna use? Yeah, what, white and magnolia? That's it. Now, maybe if you're a high-end painter, I did know a guy who was a high-end painter. He tried to rip me off for some money, and I was fucking after him until he gave me that money. Oh, yeah. I remember phoning that guy at 3 in the morning just to fuck with him to get my money, you know. But yeah, he was working in like mansions and shit like that. He took me to one mansion. It was the first time I've been to like this house was worth 4.5 mil. And this was like 016, maybe. Did I have my property back then? I think I even had a property back then. Yeah. So we'll say about 018, 019. Yeah. So yeah, if you're working in some high-end properties and that, and you know, you got some nice colors and some nice decor and that, then yeah, I mean, you could sit back and admire your work. But if you're just painting the walls white, fam, that is so dead. When I'm doing work at my house, the last thing I want to do is paint. That is the most boring job ever, man. At least, like, if you, especially like me, I'm not a plumber, I'm an electrician. So when I fit a sink or a bathtub or a toilet, I'm like, yeah, I mean that, yeah. Because most people, you know, if you're not a tradesperson, most people need to call a plumber to fit a toilet. I do it myself. So I'm like, yeah, I can sit back and feel like, yeah, I did this and that. Are you really gonna be proud of painting a wall white or some random color? Nah. So yeah, painting is the worst job. Right, one sec. Right. So Incognito said, what's your thoughts of doing admin in NHS as a job? Talking way up as in the NHS. Hold on, why the fuck is this thing doing this? Hold on. Right, he says, what's your thoughts of doing admin in the NHS as a job? Been thinking if it's worth doing it. Hold on. To work my way up the NHS, what do you think? No. Would I want my son to do it? No. But obviously, if that's your only option at the moment, then yo, yeah. But this is the thing. When man them don't have skills, you have to go and work admin jobs. If I was you, I'll go and get a sales job. Get a sales job. There's man right now earning 10 grand a month commission sales. Yeah. You've got more chances of earning 5 grand, 10 grand bonuses in sales than any NHS admin job. Even motherfucking doctors in the NHS don't get no bonuses. I doubt it. Yeah, they ain't getting no 10 grand bonus. You might as well find yourself a sales job, man. Even if like you're working as an estate agent or something like that. Right, someone left a comment. I wanted to. The worst trade, aren't I? What would you do if you were 23 and unemployed? I mean, my friend, you need to get yourself some sort of skill, man. You know, if you had a skill like being an electrician or plumber or something like that, you wouldn't even be messaging me this on TikTok. Like I said, it's the thing. When you don't get yourself a skill or a trade or education and that, you will be hitting up Jay Wise on the TikTok live chat asking about what should I do? I'm 23 unemployed. How much the average electricians get paid? Right, I sent someone an invite. Do not accept it. I'm just, yeah, I accidentally clicked it. Hold on. So how much the average electricians paid? Not someone like you because you're a businessman. I mean, the average electrician, you can still earn 250 a day, self-employed, easily 250 a day. Some guy he knows, his job is a scissor sharpener for barbers. No fucking way, bro. Right. In your latest YouTube video, you basically said you'd rather give bread to little boys than women. Than woman? What? You're all about money. What else is there to be about? Yeah? What? You expect me to be about women? Fam, what? You think I'd ever be about like one of them guys? Like, yeah, man, it's just about gal. Gal. I know, man, just about gal. And he's living in a council house. Yeah? Nah, I'm about money. I'm about money. What else would you expect me to be about? Soap operas and programs and Netflix? What? Someone explain to me. What else is there to be about if you're not about money? Because you shouldn't be about gal. What are you about? Socializing, making connections with friends and family. Oh, that's it, innit? The true wealth is connections with friends and family, building strong bonds. Yeah, that's the new wealth. Bullshit. I see them stupid videos pop up on my feed. Move your blood clot. Yeah, about the true wealth is building connections with family and friends, having a loving wife and children. Man, listen, hey, you want to have a loving wife and children. Well, forget the wife part. You understand what I'm trying to say? But blood, I don't give a fuck. That ain't the true wealth. Yeah. Tell me that when you're a billionaire or a millionaire at least. Don't tell me, yeah, the true wealth is having a wife and children that love you when you're sitting in some fucking council house and you're stressed because you're working some bullshit ass job and you're waiting for the bus at a bus stop when it's raining. Don't tell me about the true wealth is family and your wife and your children and that. I don't want to hear that. I only want to hear that from rich people. They can tell me that. Because of course a poor man's gonna say that because he ain't got nothing else to talk about. He ain't got nothing else to show. Like them fucking idiots. What do they say? When people are talking about how rich they are and that, they say they're spiritually rich. Yeah, that's that. Hey, that's very smart to say that, you know, that you're spiritually rich. The reason why you're saying you're spiritually rich is because you're using a metric that cannot be measured. And if something cannot be measured, by default, it cannot be disproved. So yes, I could say I'm the most spiritually rich person in the world. You can say that. Your brothers, your aunt, everyone can say that because it cannot be measured. Therefore, it cannot be disproved. But they will never dare say they've even got money, let alone being rich. Yeah. Man talking about he's spiritually rich. Yeah, because you only got £357 and 40 pence in your blood clot NatWest account. I said, looking clean tonight, bigger, bigger. You know, I thought, let me just put on some different clothes because every fucking live stream is the same. Man's in a white t-shirt. So I like, you know, I like to be able to look at the videos and think, oh yeah, that's when I done that. So just to mix it up a little bit. Plus, I don't even wear my clothes. I got a lot of clothes in my wardrobe. Not Moncler, not Balmain, not Gucci, not Prada. Let's just be clear. Not no 20 grand wardrobe, none of that bullshit. Yeah? I'm not a gal, yeah. But I got a lot of clothes. I just don't wear them. Do you know why? Because I'm working every day. Why am I gonna wear clothes that are fresh and clean and to go and mash them up? Nah, I work every day, so I ain't got no time to wear no clothes. Is driving instructor a valid skill trade? I mean, if you're gonna become a driving instructor, why did you go to school? Like, what was the point? If you're gonna become a painter, why did you go to school? If you become a bus driver or a lorry driver, why did you bother go to school? Same with deliveries. Why did you bother go to school? You may as well, yeah, have just dropped out in what? Year 5? I mean, in year 5, your maths and English is somewhat, yeah, it's good enough. Because what do you need to, what level of maths and English do you need to be a bus driver or a lorry driver or delivery driver? Just need to know how to count and spell and put a sentence together. That's it. So you could have pretty much just finished school in year 2. In year 2, at the end of year 2, what, you're 7 years old, yeah? Yeah. What was the point? Would you want your son to be a fucking driving instructor? The answer is no. All right, let me, because I'm like 39 comments behind. The man said, first time I've seen you dress appropriate. Big man, I'm in my house. What do I need to dress up for? What do I need to dress up for? What do I need to dress up for? You know, there's certain men right now, yeah, they would never do a live stream or a video without having their hair cut, yeah, having their eyelashes done, putting on their lip gloss. Motherfucker will be spraying himself with Tom Ford. Motherfucker, you're sitting in your house on your own, yeah, in front of the camera. Certain man, they would never get on camera looking rough. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I walk out on the street, people probably think I'm broke. People probably think I'm poor. They'll probably think man's a lorry driver, struggling, you know what I'm saying, got 3, 4 kids that he knows about, still living at his mom's house and that. Bro, they gotta think what they want. I don't give a shit if people think man's broke. You can think what you want. Man's like the legit version of the real Rick Ross. Remember the real Rick Ross? I remember I used to watch, I think it was a TV series called American Gangster, and they showed the real Rick Ross. I think the real Rick Ross was like from California or Detroit or somewhere like that. My mum was walking around, he literally looked like a crackhead. He literally looked like a crackhead. He looked like a homeless person. As a matter of fact, I went to the shop the other day in this place. This estate is ghetto, yeah. And this crackhead looking guy, yeah, saw me and he said, "Oh, we got the same clothes on, basically." How can a crackhead tell me that we got the same clothes on? I was like, "Oh shit." Obviously, I just came from my house and I was doing some work in it. I'm like, "Rah, crackheads compared me to him, you know." That's how you know the swag is bad, right? When a crackhead is telling you, "Yo, we got the same clothes on," yeah, because I think that my clothes had like little paint stains on. I said times are rough, boy. But yeah, I don't give a shit about whether I look shit or trampy or anything like that. Bob Marley said it best. My type of richness is life. And I said green for Eddie. Yeah. I forgot about this hoodie, this jacket having green on it. Someone said because school is a backup. That's one thing I was saying in a video the other day. Do you know, yeah, the reason why people drop out of college is because they can and they're allowed to. The reason why people finish school is because they're not allowed to drop out. You legally have to complete school, I believe. You know, parents can get into trouble if their kids miss days of school. They can be prosecuted, taken to court, whatever. They're not just going to say, oh, yeah, let us know when you're going to bring your son back in 6 months. No. Parents can potentially get into trouble if their kids don't attend school. That's why most kids finish school. That's why kids that have been kicked out of 10 secondary schools go to uni, because it's kind of like a legal requirement in this country for you to finish school. With college, you don't have to go to college. You don't have to attend. You can do what the fuck you want. So that's why most people never complete a college course, because they don't have to. I guarantee you, I promise you, if there was a law in place that said, if you don't finish college, you don't finish your college course, you're going to prison for 6 months and you'll finish it there. Oh, you see how many people have 100% attendance. But because there's no standard set and there's no repercussions for dropping out of college or flip-flopping, oh, I'm going to do sports science, you know, fuck doing sports science, fuck being a PE teacher. I'm going to go and do electrical. The maths is too hard. I'm going to try carpentry. You know what? Forget this. This is long. I'm going to do trading. My older cousin that has a Mercedes that wears fake clothes is saying that, yeah, I mean, there's money to be made in that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Right. Is Ronaldo, do you think they will ever do a trade? What? Someone said, are you Jamaican? Yeah, yeah. So this Jack Watson person, guy said, advice on getting an electrician apprenticeship. So you want to get an electrical apprenticeship. If you're still in the stream, type in on YouTube, JY's TV apprenticeships or JY's TV apprenticeship. There's a video. The thumbnail was me standing outside Broadwater Farm Community Center. Yeah. Click that video. It's like 19 minutes long. Watch the whole video from beginning to end. And once you've done that, send me a DM. So Jack Watson, hopefully I'll remember your name. Some said they want their son to be a footballer. You know what? I wouldn't mind my son being a footballer. So someone said, why did you go farm? Oh, that video I went Broadwater Farm. Yeah, because I remember obviously man's made a couple references to Broadwater Farm, like in some of my videos. I remember like one time on YouTube, someone was like, try to say like that man could never pass through, something like that. This is on YouTube long time ago. Whatever. And then not too long ago, I was outside the chicken and chip shop in Wood Green. There's this sign that says like West Green that way, Enfield that way, Tottenham that way, and then Edmonton that way or something in it. So I filmed it and then I edited it and I crossed out obviously West Green, crossed out obviously Enfield, crossed out obviously Tottenham. And I think someone was like, OFB wouldn't be happy about this or something. And I remember someone else made a reference on TikTok saying, you could never pass through farm. Well, I saw that the next day. I'm like, all right, we're going farm. Just take my bike. Just cut through quickly, innit? Can't pass through. But man used to just go there for work, blood. It's nothing, fam. It's nothing, fam. Like me, man's an Edmonton man, yeah? But do you know what, yeah? You see people from my generation and that, they were scared to go Tottenham. Like they would never go Tottenham. Fam, I used to always go Tottenham all the time because I have family there. Like family might not even be involved or nothing, but man just have family there. So man will always go Tottenham on my own. Plus, when man's working in Tottenham for 5 years, 6 years, blood, Tottenham feels like home to me. Like when I'm in Tottenham, I get my haircut in Tottenham, I don't feel like, I'm not in my ends. Like, that's like, I feel like Tottenham's my strip, literally. Didn't get along with them, but Tottenham, like, man was going taekwondo on a Wednesday, yeah? Man, 16, well, 15, yeah, I think 15 or 16 when I started going to that new taekwondo club in Tottenham, Philip Lane, Tottenham Green Leisure Centre and that. Man was going in from 50, boom, 149 or 27 or 34 or 259. You know how many buses go that way, man? Normal. So man been going Tottenham just. I remember, big up my cousin Dev, Devontae. He used to live on Ferry Lane Estate. That was the best estate. Well, I mean, Broadwater Farm probably was the best estate to go on, but yeah. Ferry Lane Estate, oh my God. That was the best estate, boy. I used to love going there. Play run-outs, play football with them lot. Even like, I even remember a couple man from there. They won't remember me because the last time I went there, man was like 7 years old, 8 years old. But there's one youth called Tyler. He makes all them videos. Like he's doing his video thing, like short films. Him, I remember one youth called Crazy Raphael. I remember them man there. They won't remember me because I was younger than them, and this was when I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? But I got a good memory. I don't forget people. And obviously the reason why I clocked like, oh, that's them man, because them man they rap now, or they were doing their rapping thing. But yeah, that Tyler youth from Ferry Lane, he's like 2 years older than me, so he's like potentially 34. That Crazy Raphael, same thing, like potentially 34. And I remember them man there. I think even that poet you know that mixed race you, that poet you, the tall one. I think he's from Ferry Lane. He's got a brother from Wood Green called Black Boy. I'm sure I even remember him from Ferry Lane as well. I'm sure he's from Ferry Lane. Someone said something about doing homeschooling, blood. So I done a reaction video, and during the video, the mum was talking about homeschooling their kids. I'm like, who the fuck are you to homeschool your kids? You haven't even got a college NVQ, let alone a degree. You haven't completed nothing in your life talking about homeschooling kids. Show me one lawyer, one banker, one stockbroker, one surgeon, someone who is of a high caliber, high education and that was homeschooled by their parent, not homeschooled and had a private tutor come in or private teacher come in. No, show me one person who is a banker, lawyer, stockbroker, whatever in that, yeah, top high-flying jobs, whatever you can think of. Show me one person who was homeschooled. You won't find any. Homeschooled by their mum or their dad, not homeschooled by some private tutor that came in. How long did you do taekwondo for? I mean, I still haven't retired my belt, you know, but like, yeah, man was doing taekwondo solidly like from 7 to 27. Like, yeah, 20 years. Have you ever met Mark Duggan? Nah. The first time I heard of Mark Duggan was when I was in prison, when the London riots was going on. I remember, yeah, so like, obviously on the wing, there's Bear Man, obviously, because I was in ISIS. So everyone in ISIS is from London. Like, you can only go to ISIS if you have a London postcode and that. I bumped into one of my brethren there. He moved to Manchester, but because he was still registered in London, he done something, and anyway, he ended up getting they dashed him in ISIS, although he was living in Manchester. He's an Edmonton youth, but he was in Manchester. I don't know what the fuck he was doing up there. But he got bagged for something, and they ended up sending him to ISIS because obviously he's got a London postcode. So obviously, man's in ISIS on the H ring in 2011. I remember there was one mixed race youth, like he's from South London somewhere, like, oh, what's that fucking place called? Not Putney, one of them areas next to Putney, like, I don't know where he was from. Anyway, he walked past me, and I thought he said, oh, some South Norwood youth, or some, yeah, I thought he said some Norwood youth got shot. I was like, oh, okay. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you telling me that for? I'm not from Norwood, I'm not from South London. Anyway, boom. So that was at the end of association. Gone in my cell now, chilling, whatever in it. Like in ISIS, yeah, the TVs are on 24/7. In Feltham, lights are out at like 11 or 12 o'clock. They'll just come and switch off the fuse box. Every cell outside Feltham, like the cell door, there used to be a fuse box. And it'll be a main switch with a lighting circuit and a socket circuit. Bam, they'll just pop the main switch. Yeah? Lights are out at like 11 or 12 or something like that. In ISIS, there's no lights out. Yeah, you could just leave the TV on all day long. So I never turned off my TV. So boom. So that you said that at the end of association, I was thinking, what are you telling me that for? But anyway, cool. Got to myself. It's like 3 in the morning. I just woke up randomly. 3 in the morning. It was on BBC. I'm seeing North London on fire. So obviously, man's got up now. And it's like, what the fuck's going on? So I'm trying to work out, like, yeah, obviously, man's moving from left to right, and now with the TV's like this big, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's not, I ain't got no big widescreen myself and that, but I'm trying to work out, like, oh, where the fuck is this about North London on fire? I'm like, oh shit, that's Tottenham. Then after it said, yeah, Tottenham, Riots or whatever and that. So I was thinking, what the fuck's going on? So anyway, watching it for about an hour, I fell asleep. Now, there was one Tottenham youth that was on my wing called Bullies. Big up Bullies. He was like one of them Pyru youths, but he knew one of my cousins still. So anyway, so I said to him, yo, do you see that thing on the news about the London riots? Tottenham, because it was the Tottenham riots. There was no London riots at first. It's the Tottenham riots. And he's like, yeah, he said, this person called Mark Duggan got shot. I never even heard of him until it happened. And that. So yeah, I never met him. I don't know him. But he would have been an older man. Like, I think he was like 30 or 27 when it happened. I was 18. So man said top waffler, you know. Okay. But then you'll be in the street for another 10, 15, 20 minutes, an hour. Listening to top waffler. What's your opinion on the London riots? I mean, honestly, so like, obviously, you get me? If I was on road, yeah, I would have, well, I wouldn't be on road, yeah, because I would have got bagged. That's all I'm saying. But let's say like some riots was going on now. No way, man, I'm not getting involved. I've got too much to lose to be getting involved in those stupid riots. When I heard about all these foolish riots and that, okay, I'm staying in my house. I'm not getting involved in no damn riots. But if I was on road back in 2011 when I was 18, yeah, I would have been on road, but I'd have been off road. See, that's why it was easy for me to jump off the road team when I come out of jail, because everyone was in prison. The reason why everyone was in jail and I weren't is because I was locked up already. And then, you know, they was out, everyone was rioting and that. Everyone got nicked. Fair man was going in jail. Yeah, man. There's me. I'm saying to the man them on the wing, you're like, yeah, I guarantee you, like the police probably was looking for man. Like they probably, I bet they went to my house looking for me, thinking that I was involved in the riots. Yeah. So that was in August. The riot started on like the 3rd or 4th of August, yeah, 2011. Boom. Got picked up from ISIS on the 19th of August. It was a Friday, 2011. Yeah. My cousin's taking me to my yard. As I've jumped out the car, my front door's all smashed up. I'm like, surprise, surprise. So anyway, I must have asked my mum, I'm like, when did the police come? She was like, yeah, I'll tell you afterwards. Yeah. So I'm like, all right then. My cousin was there, innit? She's like, I'll tell you after. So after my cousin left, so I was like, yeah, what happened? Like, I said, when did the police come? My mum said, near the end of July. I said, end of July? She was like, yeah, end of July. I'm like, what do you mean end of July? Don't you mean in August? She was like, no, they came at the end of July. I was like, so what did they come for? Obviously, they must have, like, yeah, I mean, they knew man was peddling some, yeah. Imagine, yeah, they licked down a man's door, no sniffer dog, and they didn't even find the stuff. I was surprised, but anyway, when mum told me that, man ran upstairs to go and check, yeah, it's still there. I'm like, oh my God, who the fuck licks down someone's door to look for certain things and don't bring a sniffer dog? But you know, I had police come to my house before, you know. Boom, doors flown open. They come running in my house. These times, I think I was probably 17 at the time, yeah. So it would have been the previous year. No sniffer dog. No sniffer dog. I said talking crap. Blood, do you know what? Yeah, do you know what makes me laugh? Yeah, people think these stories are fake. Do you know why you think these stories are fake? Because you ain't lived that life. If man was telling these stories, if man them in jail were watching me, they'll believe it. They'll be like, yeah. Now, obviously, certain people, although their story could be true, because it could happen, that someone's chatting shit, someone's lying. And that. But what I'm saying is, I don't even think well, there's no way you can think I'm lying because I know I'm not lying. But what I'm saying is, because you've not lived that lifestyle and that, you feel like this stuff is far-fetched. Like, no way could that be. Like some of the things that's happened on road and that, you'll be like, no way. Yeah, because you're just a civilian and that, which is good. Which is good, man. I say you will get moved to stop the cap. Man's look, this Oliver person's mocking me to go about 18 in 2011. I know, man. Old, isn't it? Yeah, old still. Bro, what are your thoughts on the economy in the next 30 years? Is the UK still gonna be, comments disappeared, it's still gonna be a good place to live? Oh, yeah. So basically, the reason why the title of the stream is called, was it Why You Prefer the Good Old Days? I can't even fucking remember. Let me move this comment. Yeah, Why You Prefer the Good Old Days. Now, big up True Talk Only 4. He uploads some of my videos and other content creators' videos. He uploaded a content creator, and the guy was saying something along the lines of like, oh yeah, man, I just kind of like prefer the good days, like back in the day, like whatever in it. And I was thinking, obviously, it's nice to reminisce on back in the day and that, but no, I don't prefer back in the day. I prefer today and I prefer tomorrow. Now, I went to an older woman's house maybe Monday or Friday, because I visit 5 people's houses every day, so it's kind of hard to remember what day specifically I went to. Older woman, 70 years old. So I said to her, oh, miss, because I don't call the tenants, I don't even know most of their names, but I just call them miss. Some of them, oh, why don't call me miss? I'm not a teacher. And that's like, it's not that deep, yeah? I don't know your name. I'm not calling you Tracy. I'm not your fucking friend, yeah? So I said to the woman, miss, obviously you was an adult during the 80s. In regards to this, the hard times we're going through now, allegedly, it's not hard for me. I didn't say this, but it's not hard for me. But in regards to what's going on now, yeah, like in terms of inflation and that, and everything's expensive. What was it like in the 80s? Was it worse now or was it worse in the 80s? Because I remember when I was, let's say years and years ago, my mum said that, yeah, there was a time when my mum and my grandma, which is my mum's mum, like they were struggling. Like there was a time of her life where things were difficult for everybody. Yeah? She said they were struggling. But I never really cared or anything like that. I never asked my mum when it was. My mum just said she was younger. So I know it was way before me. So of recent times, let's say like 4 or 5 months ago, I said, oh, mum, I heard there was like a bad recession in the 80s. Was that the time you was talking about where everyone was struggling? You said that, yeah, you lot were struggling as a household. And that. She was like, yeah, that was the time. So I said to this old woman, the 80s, when people were struggling then, was it worse then or worse now? She says worse now. Then she went on to say, I wish things would just go back to like back in the day. I prefer back in the day. Do you know why that content creator is talking about he prefers things back in the day and why this old woman prefers things back in the day? It's because you're not winning today. You're not going to be winning tomorrow neither. I'm winning today. There's no way I want to go back in time. I have more money. Do you think I want to go back in time when I was 14 with 50 pence in my pocket and I don't know when I'm going to re-up on a pound? Man, seeing 50p in my pocket, I think, okay, this is 5 Mr. Freeze ice poles. Nah, fuck that bullshit. Fuck that. I don't want to go back in time and back to the good old days. Nah. I like my reality now. Yeah, and my reality in the future. No way when I want to go back. Now, obviously, let's say like the estate that I live on here. I was saying to Nadia, I was like, yo, these little kids around there don't know what they're missing out on. like this estate, the way the estate is laid out, is perfect for runouts. On my estate where I'm from, is very open. You can see the whole estate and that, so it's not good for runouts and that. We used to run through Emmet Green as a part of our runouts and that. But this estate where I live on, there's bare little side alleyways and that, and then there's this little roundabout where there's like grass. That could be like the base, and I was like, yeah, if I was one of these kids, I'll be running down there. They could have about 15 kids playing runouts, 7 on one side, 8 on one side. They don't know what they're missing out on. They're just playing football now. They should be playing runouts as well. So yeah, obviously, man will reminisce on certain things that, oh yeah, playing runouts and being a child and that. But I wouldn't want to go back in the day, 15 years ago. Fuck that. My life is too good to be going back to that. Like 15 years ago, 18, 20 years ago, I wasn't in control of my life. I was under my mum's rule. I was under my mum's authority. Nah, I'm under my own authority now. I rule my life. Why the fuck would I want to go back to a time where I didn't run my life? Nah, don't make no sense. Obviously, when you do make it, like I went and linked my brother in Benga, and his brother, he's doing well for himself. Benga's doing well for himself. Boom. So I was sitting down actually went to my friend Benga's brother's house. Obviously, met my brother in Benga there, though, innit? So sitting down in the living room, and you get me. Everyone there, we all got our own property. Them man, they make good money. Trust me. And I was saying, you know what? Yeah, the best thing about being or like making it somewhat being successful in that is when you get to remember about the times when you was broke. And I said, like, yo, I remember there was times, yeah, where like I had like £300-400 to my name, £500 to my name, and I would go to work and like get to work at like 5:30. You know, work there until about 4:30, or no, sorry, start work at 7 o'clock, finish at 4:30, go home for 2 hours, go and work at some community center, installing lights to midnight, doing madnesses. I remember getting up at 5 in the morning, or a little bit earlier than that, getting ready, driving all the way to South London, Croydon, for 2 hours, from Edmonton to Croydon, working for 12 hours, 2-hour journey back home, doing that 3-4 weeks straight. I don't know if I did Saturdays and that, but yeah, doing them madnesses and that. Then my brother or his brother, one of them said like, yeah, remember he had no money, he had to walk for like a mile and a half. Sorry, walk for an hour and a half to work because he had no peas for bus, or he just wanted to save money and that. But yeah, when you make it and you got money, yeah, obviously it's nice to reminisce about the times when you was broke just for laughs and that. But bro, man would never want to go back there. Never. So I don't understand these people talking about they want to go back to the back in the day and that. Maybe, I don't know. You know, like back in the day, you could get a girl's number and it was probably a little bit more easier back in the day and that, then maybe. But other than that, in terms of finances and standard of living, my standard of living has just been improving year by year. So, and my finances have been improving. My property portfolio has been improving year by year. In 2017, I bought my first property. Didn't buy a next property until 2021. Then the next one, 22, 23, 24. Don't tell me about going back in time. This ain't Back to the Future. Nah, mate. Yeah? Ah. My man like the present day. I said, Jay, though, you know. Can you get a burner, Jay Wise? I don't want to get arrested for conspiracy. Big up man like True Talk only 4. You're in the stream. I see. But yeah, man, I don't want to go back in time. Nah, mate. Obviously, man had a good childhood in that. There's nothing better than growing up on a council estate. You know what I mean? I know people who grew up in the suburbs and that, and they was like, yo, I used to play by myself because where my parents bought a house, there was just old people. Long. Then this is a chick though. You know what I mean? But if you're a boy, you want to grow up on a council estate, play football and shit like that. Yeah, man, it's good, but I still don't want to go back to them times there. So my man said, but what if college and uni is not for everyone? Are you still gonna have a grip for people who don't go to college or uni? Listen, if they don't want to go college or uni, they need to tell me what else they're going to do that's gonna pay them a decent money every day, every month, every year. If you can find a legit way, yeah, I need to stress the L word. If you can find a legit way to earn 250, 300 pounds a day, then yeah, let me know. But that's the thing. Let's say you do find a way, yeah, to make 200, 300 pounds a day at some job. If you get fired from that job, how easy can you go and find another job? One youth was sent me a DM either on TikTok or Instagram talking about, yeah, he wants to get in an apprenticeship working at Harrods doing something. Like, I don't know what it was, but basically, once he finishes this apprenticeship, he will be on like 38 grand a year, which is decent. But how transferable is that job? If you get fired from Harrods, where can you go next that's going to pay you that money and you could get a job within 2-3 weeks or a month or two? It's all well and good having some 5-star job that's paying you 60 grand a year and that. How easy can you find another job just like that? When I was working at the infamous Holborn job, yeah, man was earning 10 grand a month. But this is as the manager, I was a manager there. Yeah, that was good. But I knew I ain't gonna be able to get this job again, just like that. Yeah. So I made sure I sat my ass down and grinded and that. Is welding and fabrication a dying trade? Starting my apprenticeship, my co-worker told me that it is. Well, if that's what he says, then yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of people back in the day doing steel welding and all of that. Welding stuff, welding metal and iron and that. Let's say like back in the 50s and 60s. Now, and I guarantee you probably back then, I'm sure even Andrew Tate was saying that one time. Saying that the steel works people, whatever, and that they thought, oh yeah, it's gonna be around forever and that. No. In this Northamptonshire county, there's this place called Corby, and they called it like Little Scotland. So basically, bare Scottish people in like whenever Margaret Thatcher was in power, 80s or 90s or whatever, whenever she was in power, a lot of the Scottish people came down just before her. So they came down from Scotland to this Corby place, and there was like a big steelworks factory or something like that. Thriving, everyone had jobs, it was good. But then Margaret Thatcher shut down all the steelworks and started, I think, outsourcing the steel from other countries and that. Listen, so many tenants, yeah, in Northampton have said, if you go to Corby, which I won't, yeah, there's nothing there, don't ever mention Margaret Thatcher's name. The older Scottish people, like these people will be like 70 years old now, they will hate you. Yeah, they don't like Margaret Thatcher because all of them went out of a job. Like that place there, yeah, Scottish people had that place patterned. I met a white English woman. She told me she grew up in Corby. She said that at some point she even developed a Scottish accent. She's not from Scotland, she's English. That's how they had that place there on lock. Yeah. But yeah, a couple of them have said, yo, don't mention Margaret Thatcher's name in Corby because she shut down the steelworks, bam, everyone lost their jobs. Fucked up the whole town. I'm Scottish, everybody hates her here. So you're in Scotland, yeah? Okay. Is it for the same reason, obviously, yeah? Yeah. That's why, yeah, doing my job, it is good though, because you get to speak to a lot of different people and that. But I wish I worked in like the private sector, because I work in council houses. If I worked in the private sector, I will meet a higher caliber of people. Because no disrespect, if you're a homeless bum-ass crackhead, you're not going to be in some fucking mansion. You're not going to be in a detached house with a triple driveway and a side annex. No, you're going to be in a fucking dirty council flat. Yeah? Where there's a piss patch in the middle of the lift because dogs or humans decide that they can't hold their piss. So you don't get to meet a high caliber of person. Every now and then you might meet someone that's a little bit educated. I'm such an observant man. I went to this woman's house, yeah, and I mean, I didn't think anything of her like in terms of education. Definitely not looks. Yeah, I didn't think nothing of her in terms of education. I'm there to do a job. So anyway, her daughters came back from school. One of them came back, and then the other one followed like 15 minutes later. So I saw one of them. She said, "You're right." I said, "You're right." Cool. Then 15 minutes later, the door goes. Boom. I'm like, hold on a minute. Didn't I just see you? They're twins. You don't really meet twins that often, especially monozygotic twins, identical twins. You don't meet them that often. They look like the little white girls, obviously. They look like the little girls out of the Addams family with the long black hair and that. So yeah. So me and her mum are standing in the hallway. I'm standing by the fuse box. I'm talking to her. And then the daughter came, and then the mum said, "So what are you doing for homework? What homework have you got?" And she said, "It's to do with the carbon cycle." So the mum said, "Okay, well, recite the carbon cycle now." So she said, "Okay, animals die and then they decompose," and then just explaining the whole thing. And the mum was like, "Okay, yeah, what's the next step? Okay, what's the next step?" And I'm standing there and I'm thinking to myself, the mum is asking the daughter how to recite the carbon cycle. You're telling her, okay, what's the next step? Okay, what's the next stage? I'm like, how the fuck do you know what the next stage is to verify, you know, whether or not she's doing it, she's reciting it correctly and that. So anyway, I let them finish, and I said to the mum, "Miss, are you like a scientist or a teacher or something like that?" She said, "I'm a science teacher." She was like, "How did you know?" I said, "Because no normal parent would know the carbon cycle for you to get your daughter to recite it like that." Obviously, people, whether someone's intelligent or not, most people don't know the carbon cycle. I'm talking about detail, not, oh yeah, things die and then, you know, maggots eat you and then they fucking shit you out when you, no, I'm talking about the detailed stages of the carbon cycle. And I said, you must be in that field. You must be educated in that field. Either be a scientist or a teacher to know that off by heart. Because put it this way, none of us here know the fucking periodic table off by heart. No way. No way. But if you're a science teacher, you know it off by heart for the most part. So I just clocked like, that's it. I'm an observant person. I'm like, nah, no normal person would know the carbon cycle like that. But yeah, most people are fucking dumbasses. Most people are dumbasses, man. So you said answer your watch question. Repost the watch question, please. Yeah. So FL, you mentioned something about a watch or something like that. How can you become self-employed? How can you be self-employed and work for a company at the same time? Just approach them and ask them if you can be a self-employed electrician. Oh, someone said you're gonna talk about the fight at home bargains. Yeah, towards the end, towards the end. Yeah, FL, you're gonna have to repost this thing because I ain't got time to keep going back up. So what do you mean? Do you believe the UK restricts social mobility the most it can? Elaborate on that. Do you know what? Yeah, a chick just came into the thing because you get to see like who joins and that. So a chick just came in and it said like her name is Siobhan. Yeah, you know, I remember when I used to like use them dating apps and that before. Yeah, I used to always see this girl like these chicks. They all have the same name. I thought the fucking name was Seoban or something. Come to find out, it's Irish for Siobhan. How the fuck do you get? Like, if you know how to spell Siobhan, yeah, that is the phonetically, that's not how you would spell it. Yeah. Siobhan with a B and a H, you know. You still forward Tion Wayne and that. If that means chat to them. Nah. Yeah. Siobhan is Irish. I used to see that name there. I thought the fucking chick's name was Ban or something like that. And then I can't remember. I must have met a girl in person, like no dating them. I don't even know, but anyway, I just met her in person. I'm like, what's your name or whatever? And she said Siobhan. I'm like, how the fuck do you get Siobhan out of that? No way. So he said. So this Samuel guy said that. Yeah, I've seen like on them dating apps. I've seen that name before. I thought the chick's name was Niam or something like that. Neve. What? Yeah, these Irish people be backwards, you know. JY, did you go to school with someone called someone from? Hold on. Did you go to school with someone from Wayne King? He's supposed to say Wayne. Someone named Wayne King. I don't remember no one called Wayne. I would remember a name like that because I've got a cousin called Wayne, so I would remember a name like that. Sorry, I sent a. Well, sorry, big man. Oh shit! How the fuck do I get out of this thing? I'm coming like them dickheads that have about 1 million people on their you know them idiots that have the live chats where everyone's just chatting shit. How do I get out of this thing? I might have to cancel this thing. But I am not. Trust me, I'm lost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't even know how to get out of this thing, boy. No. I ain't got a fucking clue, my friends. Oh, back to reality. Jesus Christ, I was looking at one of them dickheads that have about 8 people in their ass Clark live chat. Everyone's chatting shit, talking on top of each other. The number one way to know, like, if a low IQ conversation is taking place, typically, not all of them, yeah, not all of them, but typically when you see about 5-10 squares, you know some bullshit's being spewed right now, yeah. Just know them people they ain't got nothing else better to do. It could be 6 in the morning or 6 p.m. or 11 p.m. They're on. They're on, blood. All the fucking time, just chatting shit. That don't you have nothing else better to do? Big up Just Cause UK. What are you saying? Remember I said to you, yeah, like 1 out of 10 is a straight hater, and 10 out of 10 is you get me, top supporter and that. Man said #1 hater in the place. Yeah, but what's your rating though, man? Like what? Let's say 10 is a straight, like let's say one's a straight hater, and then 10's like, you get me, real supporter and that. What number you flagging? Jay Wise, have you heard about Domola? Yeah. I think he's from. Wait, I don't know. Did he say in one of his videos he's from Tottenham? I don't know. I said just cause #1 hater in the place, you know. And I said, LOL, he talks all day and night. Oh, he's a 9. You see, yeah, you see this Just Cuz guy. When I can't say it was the first video that he discovered on mine because I doubt it, but he wasn't on man's team, yeah. He was, me. Now, you get me, man's converted him. Yeah, trust me. That's the thing. Yeah, certain people will see my content at first, yeah, and feel like, man, this guy talking about. And then man might watch 1-2 more videos or and see certain things in real life and that. You know what? He's fucking right, you know. He's right. He's right. He's right. On JY's TV 4.0, there was one video that I uploaded where this 40-year-old man was getting kicked out of his mum's council house. His mum passed away. He wanted to take on the council house, and the council said no. So obviously, me being Jay, you get me, was you fucking dickhead, why the fuck, yeah, you ain't making nothing of your life, you waste, man. You know what I was probably saying, isn't it? So she's come underneath the video. I can't remember what did she say? Oh, because I must have said something along the lines of, if you got yourself a degree or a skill or a trade, you wouldn't be in this position. Something along those lines. And she said, oh, LOL. I know plenty of people that have degrees and they work in McDonald's. And I had to literally break it down to this girl. And what I said was 100% right. And she still said, you don't know what you're talking about. Talking a lot of nonsense. That's what she said. I said in the video, this response video, you're saying that degrees are a waste of time in not so many words, yeah? But when you were in school, who were you taught by? When you get sick, who do you go to see? When you buy a property, who do you hire? God forbid you get nicked, who else do you hire? If one of your parents, them or grandparents have some operation that needs to take place, who do they get? When you went to school, you was taught by a teacher. When you get sick, you go and see a doctor. If you go and buy a house, you go and hire yourself a conveyancing solicitor. If you get nicked for a gun charge, you hire out a lawyer. And if you have some complications in that, you need an operation, you get a surgeon and that. All of the above all went to university and have degrees. So what the fuck do you mean degrees are a waste of time? But that's the thing. When people are coping with the fact that they have no degree, no skill, no education and that, when they think about having a degree in that or feel bad about not having a degree or work some shit job because they don't have a degree, they tell themselves to make themselves feel better, hoping, oh, I know this idiot and this jackass and that they have a degree but they work at McDonald's. Why are you thinking about these idiots? What are you talking about? Oh, private school so shit. Oh, a lot of kids end up on drugs when they go to private school. Oh yeah, because every single crackhead that you pass in the street, he went to private school. Listen, people are going to be on drugs regardless if they went to private school or not. Yeah. So what are you talking about? It's all a cope. All a cope. Some of these people, man, like literally, I was driving my car today, yeah. I swear, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm so glad I have my mindset. Like, sometimes I'm in traffic and I'm just reading through the comments and that. And some people literally think they're, what is it? Oh, not their fortune. What's it? Like there's a term where your fate is determined. They feel like their fate is determined. Like it's written in pen. Ross Clark Sharpie, Ross Clark permanent marker. No, if it is written, which I don't believe, if it is written, it's in pencil. Meaning you can rub that shit out and rewrite it, There's some people, they feel like their life is predetermined, whether it be their skin color or their class that they're born into. Bullshit. I want to talk about white privilege and that. Oh, only white people are privileged. Only white people can make it. Fam, you're looking at a man who's self-made. Yeah? Self-made, who's not from some silver spoon society, who grew up just as poor as everybody else watching this live stream. Man live in a council house, My mum's still in a fucking council house, blood. Don't get me started about retiring your ass, Clark, mum, neither. If I get angry on this live stream. Yeah, if I put my hat real low. Spit some grease, yeah? Any of you lot watching this right now, all of you lot can make something of yourself. But it's easier to have the mindset of, oh, my life and my fate is predetermined. So that means you don't need to work hard. That's your excuse for failure. The reason why a lot of our parents, yeah, they tell us, oh, it's hard as a black person, you know. It's their way of being an excuse for being a failure. Because if your parent told you, yo, you can be anything you want, there's no such thing as white privilege. If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, whatever, you can be that. You can then turn to your mom and dad and say, why are you not that? So obviously they tell you, oh, it's hard. Life is hard. Rare. It's their excuse. It's an excuse. You have that mindset, oh, you know, black people, this, you will never be successful. You'll never. Now, to be fair, there are one or two businessmen who are black, who actually come from the ends, who still have that mindset. And I'm just like, what the fuck, fam? The fact that you're a millionaire just proves that anyone can make it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But you know what, yeah? Being an entrepreneur and that isn't the be all and end all. You know what? Some people just have the gift of being an entrepreneur. Like, I've heard stories of man just selling sand. Just anywhere this person goes, they just find a business. There's some people that are just gifted. Like, but those people there, they don't know how to overcome hard times. They have a victim mindset. They have the mindset of, oh, we're on an abandoned island and we're all gonna die. No, we're on an abandoned island. We could have died in the fucking sea. Yeah, this is post a shipwreck or plane crashing in the sea and that. They got a victim mindset, man. Every guy want to be an alpha male. Let me tell you something. The most alpha male mindset you can have is, even if I'm at a disadvantage, I'ma still fight. There's 3 men. I'ma still fight. The odds of me being successful are very slim, but I'ma still try. You got a bitch boy mentality if you think, oh, like, fam, that is a bitch boy mentality thinking, oh, because I'm a black man, life's hard. Yeah, you know, man. Yeah, you know the black struggle and that. You know, things that have happened to me, fam. You never hear me talk about that. This happened to me. Things happened to me. Oh, you never hear me talk like that. You will never hear me talk like that. And then these guys, they get dumped by their girl and wonder why they got left. Man, for embrace struggle, man. You see, the hard times, yeah, they separate the men from the boys. Yeah. One second, let me get my drink. Got my Copella. Yeah. Right, last 30 minutes are coming off at 10:30. And that's another thing as well. Certain man, that they just don't want to work. How can you not want to grind? Like I find it like it depends. And obviously, if you're working some bullshit or shit job and that, but like, blood, you should just enjoy it and embrace grinding, man. Like, I love when I hear, like, you see like people like Andrew Tate and people similar to him just talking about, yeah, man, working 60, 70 hours a week, and I'm like, yeah. But how can you not love like building and grinding, man? You should like it, man. I know sometimes it can be a bit shit and that, but it's got to be done, man. You want that Mercedes? Fuck Mercedes. You want that Ferrari, that Lamborghini? Any idiot can get a Mercedes. That's why you see every average Tom, Dick, and Harry and average Joe driving a Mercedes and that. But you want that Ferrari, that Lamborghini? Yo, you gotta grind. Yeah? Name me one 9-to-5 person that has a Ferrari or Lamborghini. So 9-to-5 is not the way. You're doing a 9-to-5 now, that's a stepping stone. I said I want a rap mobile, Jay Wise, you still eat like a kid. Well, what do I eat that's like a kid? No, you want to be a barrister? Yeah, man. Barristers make big money. What's the day in the life of Jay Wise? So get up at 6:30. Well, actually, set the alarm for 6:30. Yeah, if man get up at that time, yeah, we'll be lucky in it. But yeah, set the alarm for 6:30. Snooze it about 3-4 times, and that might wake up at like 7 o'clock. Get up at 7, and yeah, I just start uploading videos onto my TikTok accounts. Now, I didn't do it today for a specific reason, but yeah, start uploading videos to my TikTok account. Let's say it's running day, yeah? Like today was running day. I will go running, and then I'll come back probably about like 8:30. Come out, obviously, quickly shower and that, and then just go do my jobs. After 6 hours of me uploading the first videos between 7 and 8 o'clock or whatever, then yeah, once 6 hours has gone by, so about 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock, then I'll start uploading the next videos, because I wait 6 hours in between videos to upload on the 5-6 accounts and that. And then yeah, I might finish work at like 3-4 o'clock. It just depends, innit? Come home. So yeah, like I said, I've uploaded the videos at like 3-4 o'clock, whatever. Come home at 3-4 o'clock, whatever. And then yeah, I might do a little bit of paperwork, and then I'll go over to my house, do a little bit of work, come back. Now, I still have paperwork to do, I still have certificates to do on my tablet. So what I'll do is, what I've started doing now is, I ain't got no time to do reaction videos like that anymore. Well, I do, but I just don't want to make time for them. But I've got bare reaction videos scheduled on my Patreon. So I will sit down and do my paperwork at the same time doing a reaction video. The paperwork will take a little bit longer. Let's say the paperwork takes an hour and a half. It might take me 2 hours to do it because I'm stopping the reaction video. But at the same time, I'm getting a reaction video done at the same time. So yeah, I like to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So yeah. And then put it this way, I don't go bed before 12 o'clock. No. I don't go bed before 12 o'clock. No way. No way. So I'm up from about 7 a.m. to 12 midnight, 12 a.m. Yeah. So man's up for a good 15 hours, like, yo. And I don't really stop. I don't stop. One second. Studying accounting and finance. Any advice? Complete it. Stick to it. You've got money. Why don't you eat steak and chips and stuff? Fam, just because I've got money, that doesn't mean I have to be eating Miller and Carr every day. Let me explain something to you though right now, yeah? I still like to buy and live cheap, you know? It depends. Like, I don't buy cheap products. So let's say, yeah, like, some people will buy like Tesco value beans or mayonnaise or salad cream. Nah, I buy Heinz. I don't buy no cheap shit because I've tried that cheap shit and it is cheap shit. Yeah. I don't buy cheap products or nothing like that. But one thing I do buy that's cheap, you know, like shower gel and that. I don't buy none of them L'Oreal men's shower gel for £2.50 no more. No. I buy the cheapest one in Tesco's, 35p for 500 mils. Because I have 2 showers a day. Yeah, I'm having 2 showers a day. Not today, but yeah, two showers a day. I am not wasting my money fucking using that L'Oreal stuff twice a day, every day. Fuck that bullshit. Nah, so I buy the cheap shit. Yeah, it's quantity over quality when it comes to shower gel. It's just shower gel shit. Right, so Just Cuz said, bro, you're capping. Capping about what? Can you touch on how you were able to purchase so many houses on a good salary but not exception? On a good but not exceptionally salary? Boy, you guys, boy. Anyway, obviously I'm on a decent salary though. Like, yo, taking on, well, like, yeah, bringing in like, how much is it? Let's say between 15 and 1800 a week. So minimum 1500 a week. So that's 6 grand a month. Yeah. Blood, if you save up your money in that, yeah, you can just put down deposits on properties and that. And then once you got 1 or 2 properties bringing you back money as a like every month and that, like this becomes a snowball effect. Obviously, the reason why I was able to buy one of my flats, my last flat that I bought, was because I pulled out like 28 grand from this house here. That's how I was able to get my last flat. Yeah, that's the thing. You buy a house, you wait 5 years, now you can pull out money and go and buy another house. In between that time, you bought a flat or 2 or whatever. Scroll up, bro. You were talking about the bands. What bands? What bands? What are you talking about? What bands? Jay Wise is playing the long game. He may not be rich now, but will be due to his investment. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine like, yo, imagine when I'm 55 years old. Now, obviously, you don't really want to wait until you're 55 years old to get rich or to be rich. Yeah. But imagine, yeah, like, let's just say now, yeah, I've just got 5 properties now. Yeah. So when I'm 55, no, not even 55, let's say like, yeah, let's say 50, 18 years. Yeah. Imagine what my properties will be worth in 18 years' time. So let's say, yeah, my flats are all basically all 3 flats, sorry, are worth about 135 grand right now, yeah, each, yeah. So in 18 years, let's check it. Let's check how much a flat was worth in Northampton 18 years ago. 1-bed flat price, Northampton. What year is this? 2024. So we say in 2006. Oh, this might take me a bit too long to. Oh, it might not. To be fair, it might not even go up that much. You know, there was a flat that was sold for like 97 grand in 2006. Ah, do you know what it might be as well? Obviously, because the crash happened with the properties in 2008. So they might have gone up in value a lot and then they went down a lot, and it's taken a while for them to recuperate. But I could say, let's say in 18 years' time, my flats that are worth 135 right now, in 18 years' time, they should be worth like 320. That might be very ambitious. I don't know. No, because you know what? They say, oh, house prices double every 10 years. Well, 18 years is almost 20 years, which is, but let's say they were 300 each. Yeah. 300 plus 300 plus 300. Yeah. That was just the 3 flats that I got. Remember, I've got this house here. This is worth 210 at the moment. Let's say this doubles, because they say house prices double every 10 years. Let's say this is worth 400. My other house that I'm going to be moving to, that's worth more than this house because it's in a better area. Yeah. Let's just say worst case scenario, that's worth 450. But I'll be fucking rich, blood. I'll be rich, bitch. Yeah. Easily in 18 years' time, if I sold all my properties, I'll be a millionaire. I will be a millionaire easily in 18 years' time if I sold all my properties and paid off the debts, obviously. I'll be a millionaire easily. No problem. So I'm saying, if you want the apple tree, motherfucker, you got to plant the seed, fam. Apple trees. How long does it take for an apple tree to grow? It takes a very long time. Let's check. Let's Google this shit. How long does it take? So up to 8 years. Yeah. So for a good few years, you're not gonna see much results in that. So like before I discovered people like, let's say like Andrew Tate and whoever and that, yeah. I used to listen to like a lot of like motivational speakers. So let's say like, what's his name? Steve Harvey, Les Brown, and just whoever and that. And Les Brown, black man, he speaks on this video. I can't remember. He's talking about the bamboo tree, and he was saying something along the lines of a bamboo tree. You plant the seed or the bulb, whatever it is. You plant that, and you have to water and nurture the ground for 4 years or 5 years. Yeah, I think after 5 years of watering and nurturing the ground, it takes like a year for the things to shoot up and sprout to their peak height, something like that. But the moral of it is, yeah, even if you don't see any results for 4 or 5 years, keep going, because one day, bam, yeah, you could blow up. Look at Andrew Tate. The man, you didn't even know about him until he blew up. Do you know why? Because he stayed consistent years prior to this. Got to, man. Got to. And that's why most people give up, because they don't see any results. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your dreams, because no one else is. Yeah, they might kind of believe in it, but hey, if you're not working on your dream, no one's gonna kick your ass and make you, get onto it and that. Your mum and dad's not really gonna kick your ass. 99.9% of parents are not hard on their children. Yeah, as long as their children have clothes on their back, a roof over their head, your mum and dad don't really care if you succeed like that. Most people's parents don't care if they succeed at that level. Why? Because they ain't succeeded at that level themselves. So how the fuck can they expect another human being to truly succeed, or be wanting another human being to truly succeed if they ain't succeeded themselves? Man said, J-Wise, 1 million in 18 years is worth like 500K today. Let's check it. Let's do the inflation calculator. Inflation calculator. So 1 million, which has 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 million in 2024. Ah, you can't. Oh, we can't go ahead in time. Fuck. Let's go back 18 years then. Yeah, you can't go ahead in time. I thought with inflation calculators you could predict. He might be right, you know. He might be right, you know. 18 years ago. So 1 million today. So basically 600,000 in 2026 is the equivalent of 1 million today. So 1 million today is the equivalent of 600,000 in 2006. So yeah, he's pretty much right, you know. I thought with the inflation calculator, you can kind of go into the future because they can kind of predict like what it's going to look like. But now you can't go in the future with inflation calculator. So £1 today was 60p in 2006. Yeah, man says slow progress is better than no progress. Yeah. Obviously, I need to find a way to make some more like short-term money in that. Someone said, what's your thoughts on holidays and solo traveling? Yeah, why not? Just don't go to them countries where they got mad laws and that. Man get caught with a fucking cigarette in his pocket and they want to give you 25 to life and that bullshit. Fuck that. You hear about that white youth that went to Dubai, got caught with some what was it? What's them things they're called again? Not CS gas. Vapes. What if try and fucking lock him up for life in Dubai? Fucking ridiculous, blood. It's CBD oil. So it was CBD oil, yeah? Is that the vape oil stuff or? Because obviously I don't vape, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that stuff, so I don't know. Yo, I'm doing an electrical apprenticeship right now. I hope this is worth it. Of course it's worth it. Bro, you can end up like me. Yeah, you can get 5 properties. You can get them. Listen, I'll be able to give you lot the guidance on how to get 5 properties quicker than me. Because I've been able to go from 1 property in 2017 to 5 in 2024. But the last 4 properties, I bought them in the last 3 years. But you need to buy a property ASAP. so that you can sit on it for a while and then the value goes up and then you can borrow against the property. Man, so these comments always fucking, it's hard to read them sometimes. Steady Chasing says, let me move it. That's some real shit though, to say quicker than you shows you no hater. I ain't no hater. Do you know what? I think it was it the saint or the saint and the sinner? Press 1 if you know who the saint and the sinner is, Marquette. Let me know if you lot know who he is. Press 1 if you know who Marquette is, the saint and the sinner, the assassin. You know, some of you don't might not even know who man is, you know. Ah, no one's in the chat, boy. Oh, you know it, Winston, yeah. Yeah, I think I was listening to something earlier today, maybe, and he said something along the lines of like, I can't remember, something like, oh, you know, you don't mind hearing about other people's success because or sharing, I can't remember, something about sharing success or hearing about other people's success because you're not a hater. Like put it this way, yeah? Certain people, if I told them, oh, I got 5 properties, like, oh, you're lying, you're chatting shit. Yeah, because you ain't got 5 properties and you don't even, yeah, that's what he was saying. He was saying something along the lines of, you can't visualize yourself having certain things. So you don't want to be around anyone like that. You want to call them a liar. You want to hate on them. Yeah. There's certain people right now, yeah. If you pull up in a Rolls Royce and that, they're going to hate you for it because they don't visualize themselves having one. I don't care about watches and that. So yeah, don't give a shit about Rolexes or anything like that. But yeah, if a man talking about, yeah, he's got 15 properties and that, I ain't gonna be hating on him. I'm a visualizer, so I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I know. I'm gonna get to that stage there one day. I remember, yeah, in one of my videos under the comment section, you can't ask me what account it was and what video it was. When you got 6 accounts and the videos and notifications are going off crazy, yeah, you just don't know. But anyway, some hater come underneath. You know, like one of them haters, the no profile picture, the fucking profile picture is some fucking alien. You know, the default TikTok profile pictures. Yeah, look alien or look extraterrestrial, whatever. Talking about, all of his properties in Northampton are in the worst parts and he's up to the hilt in debt. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Do you even know me, blood? What do you mean they're all in the worst part? Name the addresses, please. Tell me where the properties are, please. JY, you find your own tenants or estate agent? I find my own tenants. Oh shoot! Hey, listen, it's five minutes. I need to get off the stream in 5 minutes. So yeah, man got it cracking in home bargains in I think January of 2023. Now these times I was on bail. Yeah, I had one case. I had to mash up some people in it. So yeah, you know, people will chat shit. You smack them up, and then they want to call the police. It's like, yo, there was 4 of you, and I was on my own. Why are you calling the police? Anyway, boom. I'm in home bargains now. And I'm standing in the line. Some guy comes up to me and he says, are you in the line? I'm like, yeah, I'm in the line. I think it was blatantly obvious, but anyway. So he stood behind me now. I've got like 6, 7 items in my hand, some sponges and some shit like that. I had some paint on me, like on my jacket, because I was doing up one of my flats. So I'm in home bargains now. This guy's behind me. Yeah, no homo. So I hear a voice say, I think you should let the person behind you in front because you got less stuff. I said, what? He said, I got more stuff. Do you mind if I go in front of you? No. So at first he said, do you mind if I go in front of you? I said to him, nah, man. He's like, look, I think you should let me in front because I've only got 1 item and you've got 7. I said, big man, I'm not letting you in front. So anyway, I can't remember what he said. I said, shut up. He said, shut up. Blood, I just saw red. For a split second, I paused and I just kicked him. Blood, this guy ran at me, yeah? You know, in home bargains, yeah? Like you've got the kiosks, yeah? Like the tills and that. It's bare tight, yeah? Let me tell you something about home bargains. They do that deliberately to make people feel away for coming into the shop and not buying anything. Because you have to squeeze past people to get through, yeah? So anyway, boom. So I've kicked him now. This guy's he's gone mad. This guy has ran at me. Do you know what? I think he might even have bang dropped me, you know? Hear what I'm saying? He's ran at me, yeah, and thrown a punch. I've leant back and I've ended up dropping, yeah? Like I'm in this tight gap. This guy's ran at me, boom. Anyway, man's got back up now. I have to give him a couple hot ones and that. I'm hearing women in the shop screaming, yeah? Get me, I had to tap him up a couple times and that. And then I just slapped him in his face. So anyway, I turn around now. I'm seeing bare little black girls in the shop with fucking their phones out recording it. So some voice in my head just said, the police are coming, bust out, yeah? So anyway, I walked outside now, yeah? Like it's done, it's over, innit, yeah? We had a little get me play about and that, it's done. This guy's following me, yeah? Like spazzing out, like not spazzing out as in getting angry and that, but like he's following me. I'm like, bro, just bust out, man, fuck off, innit? Like, bro, it's done, innit? I'm keeping it moving. And the thing is, yeah, I parked my car in this car park with their bare cameras and so I'm like, oh, are they gonna trace my car? I'm already on bail, that bullshit and that. Eventually, as I'm walking off, yeah, like he's following me, he just walked, he went another way. I was like, oh, thank God for that. Yeah. Because I'm thinking to myself, this guy is gonna wait for the police to come and bullshit like that. So yeah, man's had a little scrap in the shop and that. I've had other scraps in the shops. One time when I was 19, I think, yeah, I just got my apprenticeship and that. I'm in Asda, Edmonton now. I'm at the self-checkout. As I've walked into where the self-checkout area is, there's this kind of like hench black brother. He's with his mixed-race girlfriend. He's leaving the self-checkout. So he has to go this way and then come round, yeah? So boom. So I've got my hoodie on my head. He's walking along now. We're watching each other, innit? He's older than man. I'd say like 5-6 years older than me. We're watching each other now. And there comes a point where you're looking at someone. Once you start turning and following them, now it's like the point of no return. You can't look away now. Yeah? This is some bullshit that us black men are on. Yeah? Man don't want to look away because it looks like we're weak. And that. So there comes a point where you're watching, man. But once you get past here and you start looking like that, now it's a situation. So he's like, what? You're watching me, yeah? So anyway, I see him turn, like he stopped and then he turned like he wanted to come and walk into the exit of the self-checkout because he left the self-checkout. So he wants to walk towards the exit to basically come meet me. Oh yeah, I met him halfway. This guy's just walking towards me. Bam! I just banged him in his face. I just reacted. Boom! Bro, I see my man's head jerk back. A little bit of blood in his mouth. There's me, yeah. I got into my fighting stance and some taekwondo shit in the shop. You know, I'm like, what? Come. My man went on nothing. Anyway, the securities come now. They start holding him back and that, like he was gonna do something. He's like, get off me. Now he's on it. Now he wants to mash man up. Get off me. He's trying to fight the security guards and that. When I boxed him in his face, fam, this guy took few steps back. Yeah, my man backpedaled and that. Yeah. But man got 100 stories of fights. Like, I remember one time I almost basically got knocked out outside Edmonton Green police station. Again, inside the police station. I'm in the police station. There's one, I'm not going to say his name because everyone at Edmonton knows him. He's tall. He's like 6'6". I'm looking measly 5'9". Yeah, boom. In the police station, I'm with my people, he's with his people. But he's from the other side of Edmonton, yeah? He's looking at man. He's like, what, you watching, man, yeah? I say, yeah, what? He's like, come outside, innit? Gone outside now. Yeah. Watch it. So we gone outside. So it started off in the police station. We gone outside the police station. Boom. Squaring up to each other. Blood, I'm looking up like this. I ain't afraid, but get me up. Squaring up to him. I'm not gonna be looking in his chest. I'm looking up like this. My brethren told me when you two were squaring up, he was like, Jay, how did you not see this coming? He said he took a step back and he went bam and he banged me. So obviously he's banged me now. So I picked up my trousers and just started throwing punches. But he's tall and he's just moving. I can literally picture it right now. I'm throwing punches. He's moving. It's like it was a dance. My man's just moving. All of a sudden, I see his shoulder twitch. Bam! Blood, I've never been punched so hard in my life. It was like getting hit with a fucking sledgehammer. Blood, I was on the floor. Man's like this, fam. Dazed on the floor, you know. My man tried to step on my head, you know. I don't know how. I grabbed his foot and I pulled him down to the ground and he dropped on the floor. Now I've got up, yeah, and I'm just trying to, I don't know, like man's still dazed, yeah? Man's grabbing his leg. I don't even know what I'll do. Man's still dazed, fam. But yo, he hit me. Do you know what? Yeah, they say you can knock someone out from hitting them in the temple. He must have punched me in my temple. Blood, I was seeing stars. Bam! It was like I got hit with a sledgehammer. I swear to God. I swear to God, boy. Yeah, but man's had quite a little few things happen outside the police station still. And imagine that. Me and this guy having a fight outside the police station. The altercation started in the police station. We squared up outside the police station. He bang dropped me outside the police station. My brethren have broke it up. No police came. How the hell can two guys have a fight outside the police station and no one come? The guy's a dickhead though. I'm 17, he's 20 years old. Why are you even sticking it on a young buck? And you're bigger than him. Oh, congratulations. You beat up a young buck that's smaller than you. Like, come on, man. You know what? Man used to rate me my ends. I remember, yeah, I got a little young, well, obviously I had a little unofficial younger in it. Big up Curtis. And one time, there's one older in my area, yeah. Like I must have beat him up one time before because he must have bumped me back in the day for some food. I went to go and pick up some food and he sold me a bag of grass for £200, you know. Imagine you go to pick up an OZ and the man gives you a plastic bag. You're like, oh, this is quite heavy. My man must have niced me. You open it up, boom, grass. I was on him. 2 years later, I caught him, smacked him up. And he's older than man, like 4 years. So anyway, so I smacked him up one time, but I was still after him. I mean, I'll beat you up a few times, you know. So anyway, I remember there was one time I was walking from the Jet petrol station towards like Edmonton Green. There's a bus stop and the 192 pulls up there. I must have saw him. I stepped on the bus. Like, yo, come off the bus, innit? Boom, he's jumped off the bus now. We start fighting and that. But then he's backing up now. Like, he's moving back, innit, yeah? So anyway, I'm pursuing him. Well, no homo. You get me? I'm following him and that. And there comes a point where like, I must have just kicked him in his chest, but a bus is going past. My little young buck, Curtis, he went to Bishop Stopford these times, yeah? I think, I don't know, he's like 3 years younger than me. So when I was 18, he must have been 15, so maybe he's in year 10. Like, I just hear some kid on the bus like, yo, bust him up, Jelani, bust him up. I looked on the bus and I asked my young G, yeah? Like, your young G will put a lot of respect on your name. When a younger sees his older beating up an older, you're like, yeah, my older is 30, yeah? Imagine, yeah, you have an older from your ends and you see him smacking up or setting pace on the next older to him. Like, yeah, man will put respect on your name and that. So my younger saw me, I'm his older basically. He saw me setting pace on an older. That's known. Like, apparently he's supposed to be some, I don't know, gun, man. But, yeah, I didn't see no gun, fam. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I bare, fam. That's all I used to do. I never splashed no one. I never stabbed no one. But me, I was punching up, man. Yeah, man did get punched up a few times and that, but yo, man was mashing up bare youths, bro. Bare youths. Running 3 man down the road because one of them tried to stab me and that. Yeah, I was too active in my area. Too active. But yeah, I'm coming off in 2 minutes, 2 minutes. I said big up Bishops. Yeah, a couple of my guys and that went Bishops. They weren't in my year though. They were like my brethren that are a year above me. They went Bishops. Yeah. What's your most expensive hobby? None. I mean, for the amount of time I spend and the money I spend, I mean, motorbike ridings could be classed as being an expensive hobby because I'll put £20 in my motorbike and blow that within 1 hour. But I only do that for an hour. I only do that 2-3 times over the weekend. So I'll do it Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. I ride my motorbike and that. Plus, I have to pay £17 actually. Is it ULEZ? Because the motorbike doesn't meet ULEZ, so I have to pay £17. So as soon as man touched the high road from Edmonton, 4th Street, I have to pay the £17. So this quad person said, let me highlight this comment. So quad said, heard your stuff last year, resat my A levels and got A star, double A's, got into Imperial to study. Man, big up, my man's going Imperial College, you know. Nah, respect to you, fam. If I could, I'll do a reverse fucking super chat. My man's going to Imperial College. I know a gal called Priya. Yeah, she went Imperial College. One Indian girl, smart. She does computer engine. She studied computer engineering science at Imperial College, and she went on to work for Google or Facebook in Old Street. So you know she's making some big money. He said, I have an internship lined up, a hedge fund for spring. Thank you so much for changing my life. Yeah, big up, man. Respect, brother. Whoops. Someone say, what do you drive? I just drive a Honda Civic. If you could go back in time with the knowledge you have right now, with the knowledge you have now, fuck this thinking. What skill trade would you do? I'll go to uni and probably do maths and then become a stockbroker like one of my brethren from primary school. Big up man like Saravana. Yeah, my man studied maths. He went to UCL uni. He's a stockbroker now. So. Yeah, I remember that video. He said, I can't remember the exact video, but it was about the guy that worked at Tesco's, and you said something like he never sat down at a point in his life to study for 3 years. Yeah. Do you know what video it is? Yeah. If you go onto my TikTok account, either JY's TV or JY's TV 2.0, and go to popular, there's one video that got like 115,000 views. Yeah. It's that video. I remember because basically that video there has been posted up on both accounts, JY's TV and 2.0. I posted a video on both accounts at pretty much the same time. On one account, it got 110,000 views. On the other account, it's got like 4,000 views. But that's the video. Because I remember the tenant. I pretty much remember his face. He lives around the corner. The guy said to me, yo, I was like you when I was 16. I'd done electrical, but I didn't finish. So I said, where do you work now? He said, I work at Tesco. Hi, is it okay to lie on my CV to get an apprenticeship? I've called many electricians in my area. They won't take me because I'm 24 and they got no funding from the government. There's no mate jobs in my area either. But if you lie on your CV, you're just going to get found out. But hey, you do what you want to do, my friend. Yeah. Right. Someone said, I rate your videos, but I want to see more encouraging the man rather than tough love. You get me? Tough love isn't encouraging the man. Right, coming off in 1 minute. Someone said, what's a stockbroker? Kind of like basically doing like financial investments and that. Let's see what the actual definition of a stockbroker is on Google. So stockbrokers are individuals who buy and sell stocks and other securities for retail and institutional clients through stock exchange over the counter in return for a fee or commission. Yeah, so stockbrokers are always commission based. So they have like a base salary. So stockbrokers and bankers and that, they have like a base salary, which might be like 70, 80 or 100 grand a year. It could be 150 grand a year. Some bankers, yeah, I was watching, there's this Indian chick. She has like a YouTube channel talking about financial investments and whatever. And that. She used to be an investment banker, and she was talking about the different levels and the different stages. And she said at one point you can be earning your base salary can be £150,000 a year, and your commission or your bonus for that year could be 150,000 also. I was like, what the fuck? Imagine getting a bonus of 150 grand. There was a next shoot, because this is all within the last 2-3 weeks. I was watching these videos about being bankers and that. There was one youth saying that there's some investment bankers in this country who get like a commission of like 300,000, 500,000, you know, like a bonus. That is crazy. Let me try and find the girl. I'll plug her name in. Go onto YouTube. If I type in on YouTube investment bank. No, mortgage brokers are not stockbrokers or investment bankers. They're different. Right. The hell is this girl? Yeah, I'm coming off in 1 minute anyway. Investment banker. What the fuck? What's this girl's videos? She was popping up on my feed as well for a little bit. Yeah, there it is. So her name is Nishka. Just one Indian chick. I don't even know how to leave a comment on this live chat, you know. Oh, there it is, yeah. So that's the name of the girl's YouTube channel. She probably got Instagram as well, but not Instagram, TikTok as well. But yeah, she talks about being an investment banker and that. Yeah, she was talking about some of the money. And then I watched one white youth. It was the white youth that was saying that, yo, some of these guys would get like 300 grand, 500 grand bonus a year and shit like that. Oh, okay. So yeah, someone already knows who she is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. And that's the sort of chick that you want to attract. Yeah. like I mean, she's not she's all right, you know what I mean? She ain't no Instagram model, yeah. What I'm saying is that that's the sort of girl you want raising your child, not no ratchet ass fucking chick that's got multicolored hair and no, none of that bullshit. Who, God forbid, you lot split up and that, and then she can have some drug dealing boyfriend. Nah, fuck that bullshit, man. You want to be dating these ratchet ass girls, man. If she makes that much, she's never getting a man. Do you know what? Yeah, a lot of people on the internet will say, if a girl makes more money than a man, she's not going to be interested in that. So why is it these girls date these bum ass guys that move into their house that don't have a fucking job? I went to a guy's yard the other day, yeah, last week. He said to me, he's a big boy. Like, he looks like he's older than me, but he might not be. Because the girl that he's with looks young. Well, she looks younger than me. No, she is younger than me. But she's got like a 9-year-old. Yeah. Anyway, so he's come up to me now and he said to me, is your company hiring? I said, what, you're an electrician? He's like, no, I just want to see if they can like train me up and take me on as an electrician. I'm like, nah, not my company. I'm not too sure. Yeah. But my department, nah, we just have electrical testers. We don't have no electricians or apprentices. I said, but you're gonna need to go to college though and study. Yeah, you're not just gonna be able to walk into an apprenticeship just like that. Like, you can get an apprenticeship, but you need to study as well. This guy has got like a 9-year-old, which is his oldest, and another child in that, and you don't have no career pattern. These girls will date these bum ass guys. What are you talking about? They will date bum ass guys. If you think, yeah, in order to get gal, you need money, no way. No way. Absolutely not. Now, in order to get certain tiers of women, yeah, there's certain girls, they don't give a fuck how good looking you are. If you ain't got a certain level of money or certain level of success, they're not gonna look at you. But these average girls that you walk past in the street, they don't give a fuck, man. They don't give a shit, blood. Their boyfriends are in and out of jail. What money are you making? It's so magic. You know, yeah, I always say that chicks, yeah, they want a guy that they can fix. Hey, what? So I'm in the yard now. I'm in the hallway. And they're in the living room. The hallway is right next to the living room. So they're sitting down on the sofa talking. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. She's like, right, so you're going to go in the shower and then we're going to wash your hair and do your hair. And I'm thinking, this conversation sounds like you're talking to your 4-year-old. Why is a woman telling you to go in the shower and shit like that? Like, telling you, these women, they want a man that they can fix. And I'm telling you, like, I've heard some of the tenants have said it to me. Yeah, it's like once you see it, you can't unsee it. I've had girls say to me, yeah, my mom always told me, like, yeah, she likes a man that like she can, you know what I'm saying, fix him a little bit and that. There's certain girls, they will look at me and they will know this guy cannot be fixed. There's nothing to fix. He's already got his life in order and his mind's right and that. They will feel like they have not no purpose, but there's no use for them. Yeah. Women want a man that they can fix because they're distracting themselves from themselves. It's fucking stupid. You think I've got time to be fixing anyone? You think I want to get a girl that I have to tell her to do everything? No, I want a motherfucker pre-assembled, man. I want that, yeah? I don't want to get a dog that I have to train. Motherfucker, sit down, do a backflip. Yeah, I don't want to have to train a dog. I want the dog to be trained already. Oliver said they are the real tradesmen. Yeah. These chicks want to be mechanics. They want to get guys that they can fix. You see these chicks, yeah, I meet them all the time. The good thing about my job is I meet women of all different ages, all different races, all day long. Obviously, we don't have these conversations every time. What I'm saying is These women will say to me, I've just been meeting the wrong men. No, you ain't been meeting the wrong men. You pick men that are no good. That's the problem. You are in the guys that don't need fixing, that have their life in order. They're invisible to you. They don't need fixing. Why are you bringing this brand new Mercedes to the show, to the garage? No, we only work on cars that are broken. These chicks, they think they're mechanics, but so yeah. And if every guy that pops up on your radar is the sort of guy that needs fixing, you're gonna think they're all no good. Why don't you just? And that's the thing. Some of these chicks, yeah, will be in a workplace with guys that are earning decent money and have their mind right as well. Because you know, rappers earn big money, but their mind is not right. Invisible, 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 invisible. You think I want to pick a girl like, yeah, I want to pick a girl that I have to show her how to do this, do that. No, nah. Imagine you every time you hire out a staff member, you're running a business. You're running a business. Every time you get a new admin staff member, you have to train them up for 1 month. That's long. You want to get an admin staff member in that knows what to do from day one. Boom. No training, nothing. Why would you want to train people? Why do you want to fix people? These people ain't got nothing going on in their life. So they make other people their purpose. Nah. I said a lot of these women need Jesus and Allah. They need a fucking slap, blood. And then what they do? Blame, daddy's issues and that. But I ain't got no daddy issues. There's no daddy issue, man. Dispelled this a long time ago. A lot of chicks say, daddy issues and that. That's bullshit. What about the chicks that come from good homes? I didn't say rich homes. I said good homes. Yeah? They come from good homes and they still end up picking waste men. My little sister, she comes from a good home. She don't come from a rich home, but she comes from a good home. Especially the state that my house is in now. Like everyone around her has got money. Not like that, but everyone around her has got money. At Christmas, we don't know what to buy my little sister. She's got everything. Big bro, I'm the biggest brother. I got a little brother, he's 25. I'm the biggest brother. I'll just buy my little sister 3 pairs of trainers randomly. No birthday, no Christmas, just JD's on sale. Just buy my little sister 3 pairs of trainers. My sister got so much trainers that I bought her. She hasn't even worn some trainers and she's grew out of them. I'm like, fuck. I bought her too many trainers in there. So my little sister comes from a good home, not a rich home, but she comes from a good home, a loving home. She has a father in her life, yeah, who treats her well. We treat my little sister like she's a little princess in the house. She is still going to pick a waste man. I promise you. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. So it doesn't matter, if women have daddy issues and that. That's an excuse. It's an excuse for a poor decision making. For being a poor decision maker. Guarantee you. Ask yourself this question, yeah? Think about the girls that you know that come from relatively good homes. Like I said, it's not about the money. It's about the love that they get from their mother and their father, yeah? And just focus on the ones that you know that come from a 2-parent household and the dad was present, yeah? And ask yourself, what sort of guys did they date? Waste men. Still waste men. So the daddy issues thing is bullshit. I don't know who the fuck came up with that nonsense. This guy, I think it's Hussein, something like that, says it's a coping mechanism, yeah. Oliver said, I've seen it happen, sadly. Yeah. Yeah. The hell you want a man to fix? Fuck. Why are you making your life more difficult than it needs to be? The energy, and the maddest thing is as well, these chicks will put in so much effort to fix this guy for him, for her. that's the thing. These chicks will fix these guys and dump them too. What? That's like me spending years fixing a car to then just take it to the scrapyard. What? Don't make no sense, bro. So there will be like a large portion of girls, they will see me and think, nah. They're like, you know, there's nothing to fix in that. Hey. Anyway, I'm going 1 minute now. Done. 1 minute. Someone said, what does your brother do? I don't even know. I don't even talk to him. So. Social media destroying dating. Last questions. Oh, shoot. I'm not even on the street. Last questions. Right, let me see. So, J-Wise, I met a good girl, but I think I will spend too much money right now to be in a relationship. I just graduated and I'm looking for a picture. I think I should do shout out to you, J-Wise. Help my little bro secure his electrical apprenticeship and that. Just look, you have nothing to lose by just still chatting to the gal and that. So if you don't get a relationship out of it and it fizzles out, who cares? Who cares? But if you feel like you don't want to spend no money, don't spend the money. Don't spend the money. If the girl doesn't want to stick around and bust out blood, leave her to it, man. Why are you not cool with your little bro, with your brother? Yeah, me and him just don't see eye to eye. Anyway, I'm done for now. I'll see you, man, in the next stream next week, yeah? Stay wise. Done. All right. YouTube, man, I'm out for the second time. Stay wise.